As the country celebrates the 67th Republic Day, as we watch our armed forces march down Rajpath, it might be a good time to reread the Constitution of India. The reason I say this is because it is often said, and most famously by the late jurist Nani Palkhiwala, that we have a first-rate constitution, but sadly it's run by second-rate, or dare I say in some cases, third-rate individuals. The fact is, the constitution as drafted by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and his eminent draftsmen had placed the individual citizen at the center of the idea of the Indian Republic. That individual rights would be given primacy at all times. Unfortunately, 67 years later, what we have seen is that it is the state which still controls the individual citizen. It's the state which is still predatory. It's the state which still encourages cronyism. It's the state which still encourages corruption and co-ops networks and builds collective groupings, which some people call vote banks, at election time. Where does that leave the individual and his or her sense of dignity, of merit? Questions must be asked. Have we 67 years later only ended up creating another Mai-Baap state which oppresses the individual citizen? It used to happen in the British times, it happened in the Mughal times, it happened even before that, where rulers and Maharajas dictated terms to us. Today we have our new Maharajas. They call them politicians and they wear khadi at times. And you have to ask yourselves, what is the nature of this relationship that we have in our republic between the leaders and the led? Do we really have enough of a say in our democracy to truly believe that this is a government of the people, by the people, for the people? Or is this a government of the few, for a few, by the few? That's what we should be asking this Republic Day. And asking ourselves whether we can do a course correction where we the citizens, through our collective energies, can put enough of pressure on those who rule us to change the balance of this equation. Where our view counts, where our opinion counts, where our rights actually matter. That's when we will become a true republic. Till then, I'm afraid, 67 years later, for all our achievements, for the fact that all our ISRO missions and our army staying in the barracks and allowing one man, one vote during election time, and the peaceful transfer from one order to the other, from the fact that there are numerous heroic stories of Indians who have achieved so much, the truth is that we remain a deeply flawed and imperfect democratic republic. And the only way we can restore our real sense of republicanism is when the citizen gets greater rights. That's when I believe we will have true reason to celebrate. Till then, I'm afraid the only people who will really celebrate are our modern day Maharajas, our Netas. Thanks for listening to me. Do keep writing into our New Look blog, New Look website. I look forward to all your comments, and let's carry forward this interaction. Happy Republic Day. Happy Ganatantra Divas. Jai Hind.